2023, Tinubu'S camp Adams throw punches. It's been a free-for-all brawl between loyalists of two prominent Yoruba sons, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Are Gani Adams, over the subject of restructuring and 2023 presidency. While Elegbede reports in their own right, the duo of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Are Gani Adams are distinguished personalities who have been their marks in their various endeavors. In fact, they not only possess cult-like fellowship, they are without doubt astute and influential in the country, such that any action or inaction from them draws reactions from many quarters. As a former governor of Lagos State and national leader of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), Tinubu has kept a niche for himself when it comes to the art of politics. It can be aptly said that he lives, eats and sleeps politics. The APC leader has become a force and a voice of reckoning over the past 20 years. He is smart, savvy, and knows how to rally best brains in any sector to get the subject done. To call him a genius is to be saying the obvious, because his footprints are everywhere since he hit the limelight decades ago, and there is nothing to show that he is slowing down soon. On his part, for formidability of Gani Adams, who is the Are Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land, is never negotiable. He is a strategist and quintessential with his approaches over time. With his unique Odua People's Congress (OPC), he has demonstrated courage and dedication in defense of the Yoruba race. However, despite the enviable qualities these two distinguished men possess, they have not been on the same political page. Lately, although by virtue of his position as the Yoruba Generalissimo, Gani Adams is expected to be his political antecedent, especially in the run-up to 2015 elections, placed him at variance with Tinubu. While he backed former President Goodluck Jonathan and his party, the People's Democratic Party (PDP), in 2015, the former governor of Lagos State was a major force behind President Muhammadu Buhari and the All Progressive Congress (APC). Speaking on why he supported Jonathan's second-term bid, he said when Chief Olusegun Obasanjo was the president for 8 years, he never really looked at us. Instead, he was always antagonizing us and always looked the other way. But when President Jonathan became the president, he called me to Abuja, spoke with me, and we had a handshake. And ever since, my life has not remained the same, and that was how our relationship began. He has since been supporting us, OPC, and our activities, and that is one of the reasons we have been backing him. With the election won and lost, the relationship between the duo can best be categorized as cat and mouse. Not a few Yoruba expressed doubt in 2017 on whether Tinubu will give his blessings to Adams when he was bestowed with the prestigious Are Ona Kakanfo title, but the APC leader eventually did and even congratulated him in a letter dated October 17, 2017. But stoking the fresh fire of controversy between him and Tinubu last week, during an interview he granted The Heritage Online Television Adams described the former governor as a poor student of history as it relates to Yoruba land and the country's presidency, alleging that the APC leader was only paying lip service to the concept of constructuring. Adams, who fielded the question in Yoruba, said our elder brother Tinubu is already gearing up to run for president, but look at how he is handling his base, the Southwest. First of all, he is supposed to settle rift with all those he fought with in the Southwest before you start running up and down to become president. He thinks because he has money to spend, but money cannot buy everything. In 1983, during the second term of former President Shehu Shagari, the likes of Umaru Diko told late Chief MKO Abiola when he said that he wants to be president of Nigeria, that presidency is not for sale. They told MKO that you may have your money, but they won't sell to him. So our big brother has started towing the same path. I don't think our brother is in sync with what the region stands for. I don't think he wants the concept of restructuring as well. I think what he wants is to be the president of Nigeria and shop up as they do in Lagos, he said. But taking a swipe as Adams' comment on their principal, a socio-political group, Bola Tinubu Disciples Organization, described the Are as an ingrate who is only after tarnishing Tinubu's image for whatever reasons. In a statement signed by its coordinator, Honorable Agarawu Wasiu, the group said it is on record that the coming into the limelight of Adams was an offshoot of the support he enjoyed from Tinubu, adding that he was rehabilitated to become what he is today by the former Lagos State governor. They read in part, we are abashed that Adams could have easily forgotten the roles Asiwaju Tinubu played in his climb to the stardom he is now finding so difficult to manage. Asiwaju played the father for Adams when he wedded. When he was declared wanted by then Lagos Police Commissioner Mr. Mike Okiri, it was the same Asiwaju that saved him. This ingrate would have been wasted by Okiri, but Asiwaju Tinubu rose up and stood firmly by him. Gani Adams was one-time prominent Okada rider on the streets of Mushin and became popular through his notorious activities. He graduated from Okada riding to a cut and nail carpenter in Mushin. It is imperative to inform the general public to ignore the hungry, rampaging loafer who is hiding under a struggle for the freedom of Yoruba to propagate the interest of his party, the PDP, where he is a contractor and a corporate beggar. He had at a point said Asiwaju Tinubu does not give him intended intention anymore. He said he will never work for any interest of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu in his lifetime again. The question now is, why is he now seeking attention? To think of it, as Asiwaju come out to even tell him nor anybody that he is contesting for presidency in 2023. Why is Gani crying more than the bereaved? Gani Adams is the only problem we have in Yoruba land, a double face and traitor who can trade his kids for money. Or what importance does he think he is in Yoruba land? Nobody, of course. The relevance of his bravery and importance to our security should be measured with his level of involvement in the quest to form Amotekun. He was sidelined during the implementation of the Amotekun security outfit just because of his garrulous behavior. We understand his plight. He is being ignored politically in Southwest and doesn't find it comfortable that none of Southwest states is paying him political attention any longer. Also hitting back at Adams, former publicity secretary of APC in Lagos State and current cabinet member in the state, Mr. Joe Igbokwe, said on Facebook page, Otumba Adams, we have not forgotten the event of 2014 and 2015. It was one of the greatest betrayals ever known in Lagos. I do not even want to remember my experience on Ikorodu Road that day. It was a nightmare for me. Otumba, it is you that will go and apologize to Asiwaju and not the other way, sir. Asiwaju made you. Asiwaju stood by you in the days of the locust. Asiwaju nurtured, cleaned you up, polished, trained, and repositioned you, raised you up, and you can never finish paying Asiwaju ever in this age for what he did for you, he said. However, reacting to comments against their principal by the Tinubu loyalist organization, the director of communication, Are Ona Kakanfo Strategic Intervention Group, ASIG, Olajide Odumosu, said attack on the person of Adams by Tinubu disciples had rather inflicted more damage to the reputation of the APC leader than good nothing than rather than addressing issues raised in the earlier interview. Tinubu's supporters were raining insulting words on the Hare. His words haven't gone through the story. It is obvious that Tinubu disciples organization are nothing but a large group of loose cannons that are ready to mortgage the future of the Yoruba race. He was groomed by the late General Shehu Yaradua. Tinubu's political background is alien to Yoruba ideology, and that his campaign for the presidency, when started 2 months after the swearing-in of President Muhammadu Buhari's second term in office, was ill-timed and a distraction to the APC government. All the issues raised in the said interview were nothing but the truth because they outweighed the response from Agarawu. Tinubu's quest for power is its flourish, and no sane Yoruba man will like to identify with the former governor of Lagos State. He should name 3 unique things he had done for the Yoruba race. Tinubu had a hand in the breakup of all socio-cultural groups in Yoruba land, Afenifere, OPC, YCE, others. He whittled down the popularity of Pronaco. The OPC under our leadership broke up into groups. He sponsored the renegades in Shomolu, Ilorin, and Ibadan. Now, those groups have gone under and they are of no relevance at the moment. Afenifere had a bitter story to tell about him. The Yoruba Social-Cultural Group had been in existence since 1948, yet he had infiltrated the group with Afenifere Renewal Group. He went to the presidency with another group led by Pa Hayo Fasami, saying they had the authentic Afenifere. Meanwhile, YCE is presently another victim of Tinubu's political chicanery. The new Yoruba World Congress that is just starting is presently feeling the heat of his infiltration, with some of its top members resigning with no genuine reason. Even there was an unconfirmed report that the Lagos state government slowed down on the implementation of the Amotekun security outfit because they are waiting for Bodilon's go-ahead, even as it is evident that His body language on Amotekun across the southwest is nothing to write home about. All these are piece of evidence against Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu while serving his unjust detention in prison. Obasanjo decided to deal with Ààrẹ Gani Adams, and one of his reasons then was because of his closeness to Tinubu. He was released from detention after 14 months. That was between October 2005 and December 2006. He said Ààrẹ was an ingrate. Let him justify this, as he built a house for Ààrẹ Gani Adams. Did he buy a car or sponsor Ààrẹ education, or did he spend any money for the development of the OPC as organization? When Okiri arrested Adams in 2001, did he pay for his legal fees? Even during the installation ceremony of the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land on January 13, 2018 in Oyo, did he contribute financially or send any representative? He didn't. These are questions begging for answers in 2007 when Ààrẹ Gani Adams launched his book Leadership Challenge at Museum Center. Honorable Tunde Balogun, Tinubu's representative at the book launch, promised to give Ààrẹ 5 million, but up till today he didn't fulfill his promise. In 2005, Tinubu offered Ààrẹ Adams 2-bedroom apartment at Lagos State Low-Cost Housing Estate Ojokoro, Miran, Lagos, but he rejected it. The last time Ààrẹ met with him was in 2009, so why is he after Ààrẹ? Any Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land must say the truth at the right time, no matter who is involved, and the Ààrẹ Gani Adams, I know, is up to the task. Therefore, it is a complete misinterpretation of words to say Ààrẹ Gani Adams is a misfit for the Yoruba race. He said clearly the signs are ominous for the Yoruba race ahead of 2023 presidency. Context: because a house divided against itself cannot stand. How early the region put its house in order will largely determine whether the plum seat will fall on its lap. Well, it has been said that Gani Adams is broke. He needs attention. Tinubu has a lot of money in his custody. Let him come out for 2023 so that Nigerians can have opportunity to eat out of his wealth. I pray. Well, with what I just saw, the battle in Yoruba land will overwhelm Tinubu. What more of the one he will face from the very day he will make himself available for Nigeria presidential election. The best thing for him is to go and enjoy his loot, because they will disgrace and destroy him using even his people, the Yorubas, against him. The illiterate carpenter wants to be Yoruba leader. For who? He wants security job only. No reasonable person will follow you because you don't have respect for elders. But one thing for sure is that there is this song I always say that Ole ni everybody, enile mobani barao, meaning everybody is a thief. But it's he who is caught that everybody would now say he is the one that is the thief. But meanwhile, everybody is a thief. Well, meanwhile, let me have more takes from you, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.